Alright, so first let's look at about the imports of your photo. And the great thing, I think I personally love it, is about because it's the online service. Some people hate it, but I love it because it's so convenient. So I most of the time using the cloud like this. Okay, so when I want to add photo, I just need to click add photos, and then I can browse on my computer, or I can use this. So what is this? This untitled, in fact, is what you just shot at your camera, and when you finish with shooting the camera, you can just get here and make the SD card out. And I'm going to show you the SD card like this. So you can use this and just plug that into your computer. As I said, if you can't just directly plug that into your computer, you can always use a like adapter, whatever, and use that, and then use the Type C or just the USB. But I think Type C recently is like a pretty popular. So you plug that into your computer, and then it will automatically show here. And I do not have a specific name for the card, so it will just show untitled. Okay. So, and then you can click this untitled and get all this information of the photo that you shoot. That really depends on the loading reading speed of your of your cards, as well as the spec of the computer. But it will load that one by one. But here's another tip for you: if you just like me, you don't need to like review which one should be loaded. You don't need to worry about this like your storage space. You can just click select all and then add items, and then just don't worry about it. Okay, you will just do everything at backgrounds, and also upload that to the cloud. So it's really convenient. Once you upload to the cloud, that you got like a little sync icon here, right? The cloud item. You click, you can see that contain a lot of photos in what kind of albums, which kind of storage that you have, right? And then you can use your plans and to make a bigger storage or whatever. But I think it's more than enough for the project that I'm currently working on. If after that you don't want to delete things, you can like remove some of from the cloud and make it like permanent storage by buying some like drives, like a hard drive. But of course you can make it in the cloud, but you use a permanent storage with a really limited like input and output per year or per month, depending on the plan. It can get really cheap because you just want to store without actually quick reading, and so you can use algorithm to store it without really quick like input and output. So it can get a little bit cheaper than instant reads, and yeah. So yeah, and once you're dealing with that, then you can release some of the cloud storage, and then you can get the project that you're currently working on to here. And the amazing thing about this is that it's a cross-platform. So that means you can use the website version. Okay, you can still get most of, like not most, this every photo that you uploaded and sync in the cloud. And of course, if you like me, you travel a lot, use your phone. You can also use the Lightroom app on your phone, which I also put on my iPhone. And I love this is because I do this synchronization, and everything just automatically show on my phone. And so if I like edit on my phone and then I like quickly review it, this edit thing can be synced at my computer. All right, so I can click on computer and continue to edit it and modify it. And you know what? Once I modify it on the computer, if I like go out and they take a shot, and then I can bring out my phone and quickly edit on my phone during this the like interval while I'm taking the short sessions. So it's a really convenient. I strongly recommend it.